So Battlefield 6 anti-cheat has already stopped 330,000 attempts to cheat in the open beta, but players are still calling out wall hackers who slip through the net. Like some kind of bat signal for first-person shooters players who like to ruin the game, the Battlefield 6 open beta's popularity has already attracted a number of cheaters. I've been telling y'all this for the longest, and I already knew this when they reported this. Players have found evidence of people using wall hacks to easily track enemies no matter where they go. I noticed it especially on the Ridge map. And it's happening despite EA's kernel level anti-cheat, Javelin, that's surprisingly picky about what kind of PCs it'll run on, according to posts by EA's anti-cheat team. Secure boot is not and was not intended to be a silver bullet. And the new system needs a constant feed of new data to keep up with the different kinds of hacks people deploy, but that doesn't mean the cheaters aren't getting away clean. In the last 40-something hours since the open beta launched, Javelin has prevented 330 attempts to cheat or tamper with the anti-cheat controls, EA says. It added that the accounts that are confirmed to be cheating are actively being removed from the beta by the Battlefield Positive Play team. Anti-cheat isn't one and done. It's an ever-evolving battlefield, and what has worked for us previously or in different games doesn't always work in all of them. The anti-cheat team said, urging players to keep reporting anyone they suspect is playing unfairly. Most of these players are Call of Duty players, but you got to really put on your thinking cap and just realize and understand how bad the cheating problem is. 500k Steam players peak for Battlefield Beta. 330 players caught by the anti-cheat? Come on, it's way more than that. If the beta had a peak concurrent players for 500,000 players across Steam, and they caught or reportedly caught 330,000 people cheating, it's way more than that. And this is the same problem that Call of Duty had and has. That's why I can't stand Call of Duty. And people are running something called DMA cheats, which is cheats on external devices like a flash drive or the laptop, which makes it harder for the anti-cheat to pick up and detect. You don't believe me? Google it. Most of your favorite streamers that are playing first-person shooters are cheating. Not just PC players, people on console too. Xbox, it's harder to cheat on Xbox. The Xbox, their anti-cheat will detect you if you're cheating, but they're cheating on PlayStation for sure, Alienware, etc., DMA cheats, and especially PC. If you're going to watch my Battlefield 6 versus Call of Duty video on YouTube that I made 4 days ago during the early access of the beta, I explain how cheaters, they suck. They really, really suck. I don't care what the excuse is. You need to cheat on a multiplayer video game, you're trash. You're beyond trash. You're garbage. And that's because they're using something called DMA cheats. Google it. Even if it sounds like the system's working, there are still many players who aren't thrilled about being forced to let yet another anti-cheat have access to the player's most vulnerable part of their PCs. You can't even play the open beta without a rig that's new enough to support it, and Linux players are just locked out completely. It's a contract you sign hoping the intrusion makes for a better multiplayer experience, but seeing cheaters on day one, given the higher security requirements, isn't the best look. Hopefully, what EA says is true, and there won't be a surge in cheaters when the early access period is over and the Battlefield 6 open beta goes wide on August 9th. Well, it's too late for that. They're there. I noticed it while playing on the Ridge. I'm like, everybody's a sniper. How come this guy knows I went to the low side of the map from the top of the mountain? I understand you got the high ground, but I'm watching them track me through all sorts of walls and buildings everywhere I go, whether I run from the mid ground to the low ground or from the mid ground to the high ground. It's clear as day. There are countless people on the game. cheating, and they still suck because I was owning them and ending up in first place. They can cheat all they want. I'll hop in a tank and I'll blow you up. You better have your teammates coordinated to help you cheat. And I'll blow them up too for helping you, for supporting a cheater. Yeah, but the cheating problem has only gotten worse now than it has ever been. And this has been going on for decades. Long story short. Apologize for ranting while reading the article. For more, please follow the TikTok, subscribe to the YouTube, which link is in the TikTok bio, and stay tuned for more Battlefield update news and gameplay. Peace. Noob out.